itself is a cancerous tumor that has eaten into the very fabric of our existence.
It is commonsensical and logical that if it takes a man with 2 legs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian justice system has failed the common man.
And the reason why that girl presents her body to that lecturer for malpractice is because she is fully aware.
And in our own education system, corruption is a culture. How can bribery not be a way of life?
Hello and welcome to the Expression Debates. Designed to give a voice to the youth and increase their participation in contemporary national issues, this program is a youth initiative brought to you by Young Stars Foundations with support from DFID Nigeria and other partners. My name is Anastasia Odo, and together with me in the studio is
Mariam Junaidu, and I am so happy that you could join us on today's episode, which promises to be fun and engaging. It's been a battle of brains, wits, and oratory as 32 audacious undergraduate teams from over 20 tertiary institutions in Nigeria emerged from the regional auditions in Enugu, Lagos, and Abuja to get to this grand finale. It's been quite a journey.
It's been an awesome journey for the entire 32 teams. I mean, watching them move through the elimination series into the semi-finals with just 16 teams standing. For me, it has been an emotional one, seeing so many of the emotional ones, you know. I mean, so many amazing teams being crushed on the way as they try to move to the next stage of the competition. But the competition is still on and the battle is on for the grand prize, 500,000 naira. Second prize, 300,000 naira. And third prize, 200,000 naira.
Just hearing that amount of money is giving me chills. I mean, everyone should be a part of this competition to grab that prize money.
We should be a part of it next season.
Fun on even as a graduate. Anyways, let's just leave that aside for now. Today promises to be worth your time as viewers also get to win cool stuff too. We'll go on a short break now, and when we return, we'll give you the highlights of today's package. Stay on this channel.
Welcome back. This is the Expression Debate, brought to you by Young Stars Foundation with support from DFID Nigeria and other partners. This is a youth initiative created to increase the voice of Nigerians and their participation in current national issues. What do we have for amazing audience today, Miriam?
We have a lot of amazing stuff for you all. 2 things are going to be debating on the topic. Social media is helping in the fight against corruption in Nigeria. So since it's an elimination series, each team stands just one chance to move to the grand finale and closer to the star prize of 500,000 naira.
Wow, our viewers are not left out of this. You could actually participate in our weekly competition to win Richard cards and also participate in our campaign I Choose Integrity, and you stand a chance to win really cool prizes.
So to participate and win, log on to our website on the screen or check us out on our social media platforms for more information.
And on today's episode of this show, we're asking if the social media is actually helping in the fight to win corruption. Do you really think so?
For me, on a personal point of view, what I use social media for is to, just as the name implies, social, so I socialize there. And, but I'm not really seeing the impact. Maybe it's working, maybe it's not, but I've not actually stumbled on a particular impression that that gives me, so I can't really say much on the subject matter, but I'm sure our debaters will have much to say on this. But before we go to the debate arena, let's just go to the streets and see what Nigerians are saying about this. We'll be right back.
Social media I think is a way of disseminating information. I think information is actually going around to the people, but it has a positive aspect and also a negative aspect. So that is what I would say about that.
In many ways, social media is very good, and then it opens the mind of everyone to the politics that is going on. Because now, most of us, like me, have even removed my mind from anything, politics, whatever. I don't want to know anything about government again. But when I open my phone, Twitter, Facebook, all this, I will still see some things that will ginger my interest. So it helps.
The social media right now is the channel to everything that happens everywhere. From you waking up to when you sleep. You can't wake up in the morning without checking your phone. Even if you're not going on Facebook, you want to tweet, you want to use updates. So social media plays a vital role in every single thing we do. So it's, I'll just say it's necessary for everything we do, and for the whole, for the corruption part, it's not everything you see. It's not everything you see on social media, but just some little parts. But since the social media makes everything public, so we get to know the ones that are outside, and the ones that are not there are not there.
Well, we've heard it from Nigerians. It's time to move to the debate arena proper to see our debaters argue their points for and against this motion.
Yes. So today we are having Team Ecoratus from Obafemi Awolowo University and Team Fronax from University of Ilorin.
I am Balkis Akinjobi of Team Ecorators, here to propose to you that just as in India, Brazil, and Kenya, social media is helping to fight against corruption in Nigeria. Susan Ward, an American social media consultant, defines social media as an online tool that allows people network, connect, share ideas, and bookmark. With this, pertinent examples of social media would be the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and what have you. Presently in Nigeria, social media is raising the awareness of Nigerians to fight against corruption. Now, let us travel 20 or 30 years down the lane, when Nigerians couldn't even raise their voices against the thievery of our corrupt leaders, that were growing pot bellies when millions of Nigerians remained emaciated. In fact, the traditional media was ineffective because most of the newspaper agencies were monopolized and directed by authoritarians. But now, social media is helping to raise the awareness of Nigerians by making sure that they use what they have, their tablets, their phones, to preach what they want from the government. Presently in Nigeria, social media is making us know that we can actually raise our voices against our corrupt leaders. It will interest you to know that corruption could crawl in form of human rights abuse. Some days ago, we saw the fierce range of Nigerians through the End SARS campaign on Twitter. This was a patriotic move to scrap the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. Before I could say Jack Robinson, millions of Nigerians retweeted, stating their testimonies about our black uniform men. This is the power of social media. Because presently at the National Assembly, there is a petition to scrap SARS. Furthermore, my opponents will agree with me that social media is presently cutting down the cost of fighting corruption on the part of individuals. In 2016, the students of Obafemi Awolowo University stormed the social media in order to call for the probe of a former vice-chancellor that was alleged to have diverted and misappropriated over 500 million naira. And presently now, the case is under investigation with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. This again is the power of social media.
If you get your news from social media, you are most likely exposed to a daily dose of misleading information, rumors, and sometimes outright lies. Panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, what Team Phonax brings to you is to show you how social media does not help the fight against corruption. What social media does instead is entrench the corrupt narrative in the perception and minds of Nigerians and even gives them other tools to engage in corrupt activities through that platform. First, we bring to you the nature of social media. According to Internet Law Stats, we have 82 million Nigerians currently active on social media. What does that mean? It means we have 82 million Nigerians who have unlimited, unrestricted access to post unverifiable information on the public space. Why is this a problem? Because a lot of the information posted by these 82 million people are unverifiable and unsubstantiated, so the truth cannot be known. But why is this even a problem, panel? Because when such information is one that has to appeal to large segments of the population, we find that such information are over-sensationalized or over-exaggerated onto the extent where there is barely any atom of truth left. According to Steve Madden, the publisher and founder of Cybersecurity Intelligence Research, according to him, in the last 4 years, because of social media, cyber scams and online scams have increased by a whopping 780%. Panel, it is illogical to assume, by whatever standards, that a platform that allows people engage in activities like identity fraud and online scams is one that is helping fight corruption, as proposition states in this debate. But secondly, panel, we must understand the ability of social media to affect the perceptions of people. What social media promotes is a materialistic narrative. Panel, what social media shows are people who, because who embody the success narrative, success ideal by cutting away billions of dollars, not because they are corrupt. What social media tells you is that these people are able to live the good life and are able to be financially independent. In a society where there exists such harsh socio-economic realities, what that tells people is that if you want to live such good lives, if you want to be like those people, what you are going to do is to engage in the kind of activities they engage in. And to the extent where Nigeria is a society where 70% live below the poverty line, that is a narrative that should not be spread, which social media is currently doing.
If you're just joining us, this is the Expression Debate, brought to you by Young Stars Foundation with support from DFID Nigeria and other partners. This is a youth initiative created to give a voice to the youth and increase participation in current national issues.
16 undergraduate teens battling, struggling for the star prizes of 500,000 naira, 300,000 naira, and 200,000 naira for the first, second, and third places, respectively. You know, at this point, I think I need to air my view. The first speaker from Team Ecoratus, that lady was on fire. Did you see the way she was just, giving it and giving us her points, speaking intelligently?
I don't agree with you there. I'm going to say that though she spoke intelligently, she wasn't on fire.
What?
But I think Team Phonax, yeah, she brought out so much energy. She had so many points that the time wasn't enough for her to just lay out all the points. But let's go back to the debate arena and see if the second speakers of both teams will do justice to the topic. Stay on this channel.
not here to dance to the misleading melody of my opponent. Rather, to play a new tune that would open our instinct to see how the social media is really helping to fight corruption in Nigeria. According to the Nigerian Communications Commission, there are 19,003,101 Nigerians active on the internet. And going by the words of the Minister of Communications, 75% of Nigerians are active on the social media. Given this height of familiarity of Nigerians with social media, it has turned it into a platform of cooking public opinion and highlighting policy failures and maladministration in Nigeria. The social media has contributed to unmasking nefarious public officers in Nigeria, while ensuring that culprits of corruption are also dealt with appropriate competencies, as it could be seen in the case of the dismissed former Secretary General of the Federation, Mr. Babachir Lawal. The move by President Buhari to sack the former Secretary General can be credited to the heightened pressure that emanated from social media, or having to head of the Panama Papers and the Paradise Papers that have implicated key public officials in Nigeria, and the case is still trending on the social media. Ladies and gentlemen, you would agree with me that the social media has contributed to increased transparency and heightened demand for accountability from our public officers in Nigeria.
All protocols duly and respectfully observed. We must realize that what individuals who cry out on social media try to achieve is to impose their views, ideals, and ideologies on the government. What happens when the government panders to this plethora of social media ideals? The government begins to engage in self-defeating moves. We give the instance of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and how it loses most high-profile cases. According to Femi Falana, in an interview with Vanguard on the 4th of December 2017, the EFCC will continue to lose these cases because they engage in hasty trials without conducting proper investigation. This is what happens when the government panders to social media pressures. But then secondly, we engage in the Downs issue attention cycle theory. Now what this theory seeks to engage is how individuals' heightened interest when an issue springs up is seen in the very first instance at a very high level. But then over time, we see a decrease in individuals' interest in engaging these issues. And then ultimately, there is a death in the interest in engaging these issues, even when there is little or no change in the nature and severity of those issues. A very good example is that of the Chibok girls. How individuals' outcry on social media on the very first instance was heightened. But then over time, we see a decrease in people's participation in these outcries on social media. But then thirdly, we tell you that social media is a breeding space for corruption and other immoral activities. Ladies and gentlemen, you must realize that we cannot solve a problem with another problem. And social media engages in a form of anonymity and allows these individuals to engage in this immoral and corrupt act with little or no intervention. A very good example is how a personnel in an office does not need all of these cameras to engage in giving bribes. All he needs is an active WhatsApp account to engage in all of this with little or no intervention.
That was some beautiful energy, ladies. I think I'll go with Team Fornax. They really brought it home for me. Take a side.
That's the difficult part. I mean,
don't be like that. Don't be like that. You need to take a side.
At the end of the day, I'll be in the losing team. No, we don't call them losers, no, but they are not winners. So
yet.
I don't. Anyways.
I go with Team Fornax.
No, I'll still be on 50-50 for me.
Okay, if you want to play safe, it's okay.
Anyways, we are not the judges, so let's just go to the scoring board and see what the judges have decided. We'll be right back.
Wow, and the winning team is Team Fornax. I really love these guys.
I was actually rooting for them.
No. You were 50-50 and I was Team Fornax all the way. Congratulations, guys. I want to say a big thank you to you guys for your resilience, for your courage all through the process up until this time. You did well. Congratulations, guys.
And of course, you viewers are not left out. You can participate in our weekly quizzes to stand the chance to win recharge cards, and also join us in our campaign, I Choose Integrity, to stand a chance to win amazing prizes. To participate and win, log on to our website on the screen or check us out on our social media platforms for more information.
And as we close, we say a big thank you to our partners for making this a reality. And until we come again next week, same station, same place, we say, together we can build a Nigeria free of corruption in our lifetime. If you join us.